stupid Uncle Louie or whatever. They're dumb. They're not like high-level thinkers. They're not academic people. They're not intellectual people. They're the freaking lowest of our low. That's why when presidents always says we have the best military in the world, presidents anybody. I was like, no, we don't. The data is in. We don't have a good military. We haven't been able to beat these guys wearing freaking robes and chanclas for 15 years. We haven't been able to beat anyone since World War II.
The data's in?
Well, that is just not an accurate description of the soldiers in the U.S. military and specifically in the U.S. Army. The U.S. military, for very good reason, is the most highly respected institution in our nation because not only of the education level, but of the character and commitment of those that serve. I have to tell you, and you've been around them, the passion that these people come in the Army with and the skills they bring to the Army. We have doctors, lawyers, combat infantrymen, cyber specialists. 17 presidents are former soldiers, more than any educational, civic, or civilian institution have come out of the Army. 450 Olympic athletes, over 100 gold, silver, bronze medals. In fact, next week we will have 9 soldiers in the Winter Olympic Games. So next week we'll have soldiers in Korea earning bronze medals for athletic excellence and soldiers in Afghanistan earning bronze stars for valor.
General, there's a danger, though, because you have cited all facts and you know the quality of people who serve, but you have a bunch of teachers who feel like that and feel free enough to blast you, the men and women who serve. That goes right against what you're trying to do, and that's recruit the best and the brightest for the best country in the planet.
Well, I'll just echo General Kelly's comment that the reason I and my family serve, both of my children are soldiers, the reason General Kelly's family has served is so that people have the right to express their feelings, and obviously he's taking full advantage of that liberty that we fight hard and afford him. I would offer to him, as somebody who is also involved in training and education, I'm sure he understands the mark of an educated person is an open-minded person who wants to learn as much as he can. So I invite him personally to come to my headquarters. I will introduce him to our Army, his Army. I will let him see his soldiers. I'll take him down to the Army Cyber Center of Excellence. I'll take him to Fort Leonard, where we train engineers. I'll take him to Fort Benning so he can meet combat infantrymen, and he can see the quality of people. And then I'll take him to Walter Reed and talk to wounded warriors, and in their own words, let them describe why they put sacrifice above their own personal safety to serve their nation. And then I'll take them with me the next time I have the honor to represent our leadership at Arlington for a funeral, and let him talk to the family members and let them tell him how proud they are of their sons and daughters that serve our nation.
Wow, extremely well said. You might have to keep him from General Kelly, if you don't mind, on that tour, because I don't think he'll be as diplomatic, but great, very well said. First.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
For today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them. Let's roll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah! Oh, wait. Thanks for the reminder. Here, hang on.
Sergeant's Time.
There we go. There you go.
I'm busy and freezing my ass off.
Oh,
I can't find my jacket.
I'm about to say the weather around the country is getting pretty crazy. I know the weather up in Pineland now is getting pretty cold. And pretty much around the Midwest. I almost got trapped. But I talked about that on Monday. But anyways, yeah. So wait, you couldn't find a jacket? I mean, don't you have?
No,
I mean,
it's like
come on, Sarn.
those are still packed away.
They're still packed away. I mean, no. It's now November. It is now November, so it's time to go ahead and what the hell happened to your top fan badge? Yeah, that's what I thought, son. Yeah, there you go. You don't want to interact, then guess what? You don't get a top fan badge. I'll take them shits quick. Warning, no one's interacting. Bam, there's your top fan badge gone. I'll take it from you. You'd like. I mean, of course. No, I did not say, Chris, I did not say the 3 bad words around Spanky yet because we are not at that point of our non-commissioned officer professional development here on Sergeant's Time. Broadcasting just warming up. Broadcasting on all the channels on Broad 12 platforms are showing to me green right now. So YouTube. Listen to us right now on YouTube, Mixer right now. If you have an Xbox, we're listening on Facebook. We're listening on, of course, Mobe Crush, and of course, listening to all the other platforms, to include Twitter. You be the judge. Whatever platform you want to listen to now, you can pretty much listen to it, and of course, will be downloaded after the show. Actually uploaded after the show, and you'll be able to do it through Apple Podcasts and then Google Play to download all your WTF Nation radio shits. But anyways, yeah. I did not get that already. So it's right, Scott. See, at least you could freaking. I should just take them all, huh? I should just roll in there and just start taking freaking top fan badges, see what people say. But you know what? Sometimes you don't need a badge to be my top fan. So woo, 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 woo. There are some top fans already out there that they know who they are, and they'll always be my top fan. Anyways, so interesting news day today. Okay, man. Okay, all right. But first off, real quick, we just want to throw out some. Our Saugus High School, Southern California. Nate, that's from the hood that we're from, down south. In Santa Clarita, there was a school shooting. So I just let you know. So our thoughts are with those families of the individuals that have lost their lives, and of course the injured. So at any rate, yeah. So that's what happened today, and of course the ever so present impeachment drama. Dude, are you for? It would be. No, hell no, Daniel. We could talk about that. We could talk about the. Here's the thing. Hey, we talk about that because we are gathering our information right now. Daniel, appreciate for that question. When we talk on the Monday show, we're going to start going into the political arena, going back and forth and discussing both sides of the impeachment drama that's going on. Because now it's starting to take up a lot of stuff. It's starting to get pretty heated up. If you guys don't understand how the impeachment process works, go ahead and study up because I think the last time we had Constitution. Oh, we had what was it on J-Radio show? We went down and because I'm a Constitution enthusiast, and me and J-Radio had like a good 2.5 hour show about the Constitution stuff. Because people were talking.
There's impeachment stuff going on. No, I'm kidding. Like, oh my gosh, everything on my whole timeline, Twitter, everywhere is like, okay. I get it. There's impeachment going on. I need Cliff Notes because there was just way too much. And I'm just like, I don't have time to watch that many videos or read that many articles.
Brightside, what's up? Oh, wait, real quick. Hey, what's going on, Steve? How you been, man? Truthful Arm Recruiting, how's it going? Branko, what's going on? Hey, what is going on, D-Max? And, of course, Holly, everyone else, how you all doing? Pookie, how you doing, man? I see you up in the chats. I see everybody else in there. I got to go back to the saying hi. What's up, Hip? What's up, Red? And what's up, Brian? Take them all. Exactly. Take them all. Christopher. Nate, let's see. Dick Odyssey, can we play something heavier? You know what? I will say this. If you have any bands that would like to contribute their music to WTF Nation Radio to play on some of our broadcasts, just tell them to contact us. Contact at WTFNationRadio.com and send us a link of your music. I'm going to tell you what. I mean, Spanky was just talking about this. You better be good. You better You got to be in tune with some of the music that you're hearing right now, assuming we're surviving all that, Forensic and Sheltered Life. Those are all veteran bands that play a thing, that has something to do with the veteran community. If you're coming on, if you're dropping a mixtape to us and you sound like fucking Yoda squawking in the goddamn drive. You sound like ass. I'm going to tell you what right now, you will not get played on WTF Nation Radio. We will laugh at you within the station, and then we'll, of course, we'll say, hey, thank you very much. We didn't have a lot of stuff. I'm going to build up some other information for you guys to send out. If you want to submit your music, just go to contact@WTFNationRadio.com, and we'll be able to knock it out for you guys. I think what's important, people need to realize, is that not everybody is good. That's one of those participation trophies. Exactly that. Just had to mention that. Dude, they're really trying to get me to. They're really trying to get me to say the words, Spanky. Did you see that? Did you see that in the chat?
I know. I see that. It's too early for me to fight them.
Yeah.
Boot them out the chat.
Yeah, it's too early. Yeah. I see all. Just tell me which one you want to take. Who's the top fan badge? Just point me to the direction of the top fan badge you want me to take. I can take it.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you. But it is funny. At any rate, yeah. Make sure your shit's good. So, anyways, going back to what we were saying, me and Spanky had a discussion, and we're going to bring it to light. And, of course, we're talking about there is an article that was on a prominent military publication, Marine Times, and they published an article about an individual. Now, here's the argument now. And Spanky, do you want to set it up, or do you not want to set it up, or do you just want to just jump right into this?
I guess you could set it up.
Okay. What? Go ahead.
No, I'll let you set it up.
No, I would just say, okay,
jump right into it.
Just yeah. So there's an individual. There's an individual that a female Marine, I think was a reservist at the time, or was a reservist, and was had videos and pictures of herself that was on a specific pay to play site, and you got to go on her and download her videos and all this stuff. Well, individuals did just that. They downloaded the videos and downloaded the pics. And it got pretty freaking dicey when people started passing the videos and pics around. Now, here's kind of like, the term the internet is forever type of thing, and the where you post your videos where it's easily accessible for people to exploit. Just ask all the generals that have all the catfish websites and stuff like that. And then you see this general on Twitter, and it's all like misspellings. You got some general, he's like a 3-star general, and he says, "Hey, I want to talk to you," or what do you command? I command all American forces, and blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, and I am from South Carolina, but I live in Kabul. You know what I mean? So the stuff you put on the web, it's out there. The stuff that you have on the web is going to be published. So it's kind of like, I don't know, do we say it's free game? I mean, it's free game, right? And so before you do that.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that the way I see it is that once you post your images online, that would be like me getting the ass and getting pissed off that my images was all out there because I didn't. In other words, that would be like me when I went public. My images are out there now. I'm gonna get butthurt because they're out there. You know what I mean? It's kind of like out there now. My shit's out there. Everyone's doing that. Now, nobody paid me for anything. That's what I'm kind of like. You get paid for this shit? But it's kind of like the definition of whatever. So going back and forth of what this individual did, what they posted, she got mad because all of her videos and pics were posted all over and shared amongst individuals within her specific unit. Now, the way I see it is that the individual asked to remain anonymous. However, she had posted a lot of stuff all over Twitter. Remember I told you guys what Twitter was, right? Let's go into the social media class of Ice and Spanky. We all know specifically that it's like I said, Twitter is like a auditorium full of a lot of people of different backgrounds and of different opinions. You walk up on stage with a microphone, you speak, that's your tweet, and everybody hears it. And then you step down, and then somebody else that doesn't agree with you, or somebody agrees with it, go, yes, like, little hearts, like. Because on Twitter, it's a little heart that likes. Likes. Or if they don't like it, they will walk up and say, I want to reply to that individual right there. You're fucked up, or you're stupid, or whatever. And that's the tweet. And it's like an open, it's like an open forum. So this individual had her stuff all over an open forum. Now, the argument's going back and forth, but everybody's been like, "Ooh, man, it's been pretty freaking crazy." She asked to remain anonymous, but not asked to remain anonymous to some of the work these servers are. That's almost like, again, I wanted to be anonymous, but I revealed myself at AUSA, so please don't send my pictures out. Now there are some going back and forth between her and the reporter that reported on the Marine Corps, on the Marine Times, and she tweeted it and showed screenshots that she said she wished to be freaking anonymous. It's got to be one of those things when you talk to the media, that when you're talking to a media source about something, you're talking to the media and you're a source in something, and you request anonymity, that should be the first thing. However, if you're tweeting things already out there, that's already out there, you're putting your images and stuff like that, that's kind of like whatever. It's goddamn, it's like people are not realizing that the web is the way it is. It's like they're new to the internet or something like that. Goddamn boomers. On the topic of the pictures, she was posted them as a way of making money, so it's kind of like if she was compensated for all the number of people that she got to view them, then it wouldn't have been an issue to her, unless obviously she wasn't getting paid, right? I mean, is that so far? Is that a rational way of thinking so far? I mean, I'm that's what I'm saying. I'm being sensitive and I'm trying to articulate the whole back and forth on this. But wouldn't you agree, Spanky, that there is some level of her not having some level of expectation of anonymity if she's already posting her stuff out there, right?
Okay, well, I get that. The back and forth between her and the reporter and her name getting out there is one thing. Now, she asked, he said no, okay. They also changed the article and took her name out of it. So her name's no longer published in the article on that prominent military publication. So they obviously think they did something wrong, and probably not on that case, because the pictures were already out. They knew who it was.
Right.
That's not my issues with this whole thing. It was a subscriber only website. The terms of service and the agreement that subscribers say that it's viewable on that website only.
Right.
You're not supposed to download, share, unless someone else goes and subscribes and pays for them too. So whoever did it was in violation of the agreement they signed when they went onto the website and was one of her subscribers. So now she says she's prepared to face the consequences. She's a reservist. Like, I'm sure reservists are allowed to have full-time jobs, or whatever job they want. I guess does it say I can't post nudes online for money? So let her fight that battle.
Right. But
again, she didn't do anything wrong. Whoever stole her pictures and airdropped them to an entire unit, that's the fucker that, in my opinion, that did something wrong. Like, what if that was someone, like, you guys shared pictures, between like you and your significant other, and someone hacks your shit and like takes all those.
That's different, though. That's different.
How is that different? She was on a website that was for subscribers only, and it specifically says you cannot download, it says, share, or anything else. Those are still her pictures,
right? But that's between her and the freaking individuals and the guys who subscribed it. The story of it going out, the story of her unit sharing it is the story, not what she did. And that's between them. So think about that. If I was a subscriber and she was one of my troops, well, I mean, I wouldn't do it. She's one of my troops. But if that shit got passed around, and that was like, it was, you could see it. Oh, yeah, that's so-and-so. Oh, really? And she's in your unit? Then what? Then it's kind of like one of the things. I mean, I think, some people are feeding off the, the scandalous perceived going, when it's not really like that. You know what I mean?
No, it is exactly like that. She was sharing them to a select group of people that stole it and posted it everywhere else.
But what did she expect on having explicit vids and pics on the web, and that she knowingly was going to get it compensated for? I mean, and I'm trying to be sensitive, but being analytical and logical about this. She mad that she wasn't getting paid for the distro or the embarrassing reputation. It doesn't matter. The fact is that whoever did it is the one that broke the user agreement. Right. Well,
whoever took them and shared them. She didn't do anything wrong.
What if I was a paying customer, in quotes, in theory, of course, of excellence, and she was in my unit? I mean, I paid for that service, so it's kind of like, so what? So if I paid for it, then, but now the reporter the request for an anonymous ID is like, you know, it's something that needs to be ironclad and shit. So, I mean, she was sitting there saying I wasn't doing pornography, but if you look at the definition of pornography, that's kind of like what pornography, she says, if you're selling nudes of yourself, it's porn. Just because you think it's porn or consider it artistic talent doesn't change the fact that it's porn. The definition of pornography: printed or visual material containing the explicit description or display of sexual organs or activity intended to stimulate erotic, rather an aesthetic to or emotional feelings. So it's porn.
Well, I haven't seen her pictures. I don't know if she was showing, you know, her sexual parts. I don't know how far it went, because just because you're nude doesn't mean you're showing sexual parts. Like, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen the pictures. I don't want to see the pictures. I put it up there with the whole fucking Marines United bullshit. Like, you can just share whatever and like, here, let's throw all this around. How many people got in trouble over that? I don't know. But yes, I think whoever took her pictures and airdropped them should be in trouble as well. Like, however they punish people under UCMJ for like sharing unauthorized pictures that someone stole off that website.
Right. Well,
it's not just her. And I'm sure she's going to get whatever comes to her, you know, for, I don't know. I know it's not conduct unbecoming for enlisted, but
no, it's just that the thing is that you know, that was your, and you know, there's another question. People were saying, what was the intent with her talking to the reporter? You know, out of sight, out of mind type of shit. If no one knew about it and just kind of like, just shut up and don't say, you don't bring it up. You know what I mean? If you don't bring attention to yourself.
The reporter already had the article in the published before they even talked to her.
That's right, Nathan Reed. Again, that's what it said. Ass tax is coming. The ass tax is coming to Snapchat premiums. So, I mean, she was kind of like discussing it as a warning to other freaking females not to do it. But the way I see it, once you talk to the newspaper and they attributed her fucking public post to her, then any conversation that was private was not to be attributed. But she's offended because what? They said it was porn, and she does not consider selling nudes of herself porn. Now she's upset that fucking nudes are circling around her on the internet. I mean, shit. It's my body. My body, my money, my rights, right? I mean, yeah, they don't need consent anymore because it's public. I mean,
no, it was not public. That was just it. It was to a subscriber-based system that someone stole them from.
What it was stolen from, but once it made it onto the internet, the domain is different how it gets shared. Because then once it goes onto, then it goes into another terms of service with Facebook.
It still took the one person, whoever it is, that stole them from the website, where it specifically says when they signed up and subscribed that they would not download, share anything else to subscription-based materials on there. So does she have a reasonable expectation of privacy? No, probably not, because who all even reads all the terms of service when they sign up for something?
I don't. I know for a fact that if pictures of me are gonna go up on the web, they are going to go up on the fucking web. And I know I cannot control, I cannot hold back, I cannot, you know, say, oh no, you can't do this, or it's not gonna be like that. You know, I would behoove you to not put it on mediums that are gonna be susceptible for fucking shit like that. Everybody knows if you're putting stuff on porn. Everybody knows if you put that stuff on porn, it's gonna get passed around, right? I mean, and that's kind of like you send something like that to a porn site. I mean, give me a freaking break. I mean, am I being too callous about shit? You know what I mean? Because morals and
no, I don't think you're being too callous. I think that, like I said, if you would say, you know, and I'm sure even she thought that, okay, this might get out somehow, but I'm still blaming the person who stole them. I'm not blaming her.
Right.
You guys want to go online, sell your pics, sell your socks, sell whatever it is that people are going to buy, more power to you.
Right, but
again,
but there are no morals.
You're a buddy fucker if you're going to take someone's pictures and airdrop them to the whole post.
Yeah, right. But you know what? Morals and journalism don't always go hand in hand. You know what I mean? So I mean,
I'm not even talking about the journalists. I'm talking about whoever decided to airdrop them. I'm sure this journalist thought that, oh, this is a great story. No, it's not.
Right.
It's just you like smearing her face in it some more.
Right. What I'm saying, but it's easy. Don't sell nudes. Then you don't have to worry about it. It isn't like she sent it to a boyfriend. You know what I mean? She sent it to somebody with freaking to make some money. I mean, to make some money. That'd be like me walking into a strip club
and there's nothing wrong.
And I'm
with
making it rain, and then somebody gets mad because I took a picture of a chick making it rain, and then next thing you know, it's like, you need to give me that money. Yeah. What? I mean, it's fucked up as it is, and there's two sides to it. But I mean, I don't agree with what they did, but I also think that, you know, there's a little bit of fucking drama for no reason. They're both wrong, is what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you, Spanky. I'm just saying, you know, they're both you know. They kind of, and they pulled the article,
No, they changed the article. They didn't pull it.
Right.
They just took her name out. And then I think they just took the word porn out and said,
Right.
sharing pictures or whatever, because I don't know, like when me and you, or not me and you, like when I think the word porn, I'm thinking, people having sex on camera.
What do you mean me and you?
I took that back. I took that back.
About to say,
I said,
damn.
but I still think of it as, porn as having sex on camera. That's not what she was doing. You can call it whatever. You can call her pictures porn. That's how, you see it. I don't. I see them just a bunch of fucking pictures. And I'm still like, I can't believe that someone just thought, oh, it's cool. Let me just share this with the whole camp. I mean, what were they getting out of that other than to, shame and embarrass her? I mean, if it was me, would I be ashamed or embarrassed? Fuck no. I wish they would have had that shit 20 fucking years ago when I was her age. I'd have been making fucking bank.
You've been making the big dara.
Yeah. But I'm still blaming the person that stole them
Right.
and decided to share them. That's bottom line the way I look at it.
Yeah.
I don't think personally she did anything wrong, considering she was a reservist. Did she do this while she was active?
Right.
What's saying you can't be a fucking porn star if that's your real full-time job when you're in the reserves?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Well,
still got to make reserve money. Don't pay the bills.
Right. I know. I just everyone gets I just it's kind of like I can't. I don't know. It's hard for me to wrap my mind around something like that of it being that much of a. You kind of like put your shit out there. You know what I mean? You put your shit out there.
I get that, but she put it on a subscriber-only website that was only supposed to be for her subscribers.
We're not gonna resolve this, are we?
No, we're not. We're not.
Yeah.
We're probably not.
She was just trying to make that money. Exactly. She's trying to make that money. Let her make the money. But anyways.
Why is my voice deep? I have a cold, y'all.
Yeah, she's got a cold. She doesn't sound good. But yeah, everyone's not freaking feeling good either. Yeah, so that's about. I don't know, man. So anyway, so they published the article, and then you said they retracted it, right? And then
they took her name out. They didn't retract the article. They changed the article. They updated it and took her name out, and just calling her a female Marine.
Yeah.
And took her name out after they, put her name in there and her social media accounts. But what they were getting out of that, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, they could have told the whole story. Even show the pictures, let people figure it out. I don't know. From what I understand, though, she can't delete the subscriber content without refunding everybody that paid for it. So, guess y'all can go subscribe if you want to.
Yeah, I don't know what's up.
Maybe she can make some more money out of it.
Yeah, really. Hey, real quick, I don't know what's going on with the sound, man. I'm hearing it from my end. Hang on, let me see. Hang on. Let me see. Testity test. Let me see. Do I sound like? Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
I don't know. You sound fine to me.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like. I mean, you get a little bit of a delay here. We'll do some online diagnostics right now.
I don't know. You sound fine to me.
Yeah, see? Yeah, you do sound like you got a cold. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you what it is.
It's Yoda.
Yeah. Don't know what it is. That's going through our servers, man. That's going all through our servers and shit. I can't tell you that. That's the new tech we're rocking with. It might be just, I don't know, it might be some moon in the sun bullshit going on. I'm not gonna sit there and freaking mess with it or tweak with it cause while you guys are listening. I mean, you can just that's I don't know. I can make some adjustments as I'm talking. Right now, all my sliders are showing green. Everything's going good. I got all signals up. I got Twitter up. I mean, so it's just kind of like, I don't think it's a loose cable. I don't know. It don't sound like it's a loose cable to me because we were just listening. We were just talking earlier. So I don't know. But anyways, we'll keep messing with that as we're going. And then, yeah, I really don't know what it is. I really can't help you. I can't tell you.
It's just my voice.
I know that pop and scratch. That's actually Spanky breathing, man. It's not a freaking
the goddamn weather and allergies and everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me whine about it for a minute.
Right, exactly.
Fucking bullshit weather.
Exactly. Yeah. But again, I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know what she's gonna do. I mean, the terms of service once they hit Facebook goes on to another set of terms of service. You know what I mean? That's the end all catch all be all.
Well, they would have gotten banned from Facebook to begin with.
Right.
You know, if they're porn.
Right.
Yeah, because you can't have like a nipple.
True. Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I mean, no. Well, it depends. I mean, unless it's art, but it's not no such thing as art in Facebook. You can say this is art on Facebook and hashtag it, and it still would be like, no, it's porn. So
right.
It wouldn't make a difference. Hey, everyone, stop PMing me. No shit. I know. I'm working on it right now. Stop. Working as we speak, but it could be just a tech issue. I don't think it's me. Because on my end, I can hear nothing. I hear you talking. I can hear you, yeah, I'm here just fine. But anyways, so what else were we talking about? Yeah, so right now, so Military Times retracted. You guys are distracting me on this shit. Military Times distracted, retracted. It would behoove them to do this, but that's exactly what happened is that they retracted the story and then they took her name out and then they did what? Then did they delete the story or they whatever? I know because I know the girl shut her Twitter down because of it.
Right. No, I can still find the story. It's just the edited version that took her name out. The story's still there. It's just it has the edits.
Yeah, thank you, Pablo. See, you're fine. People just have weak ass Wi-Fi's. Exactly, man. Thank you, man. See, thank Pablo. Oh man, Pablo. I can always rely on Pablo. You the man.
Is that it?
Yeah, Pablo's he's out in the West Coast, man, and he can hear it. If he can hear it through all the chat, as I'm saying, I'm not hearing it on my end at all. And I have a computer up displaying so that way you guys can hear it. I don't know what it is. It's just fine, then whatever. But anyways, well, if that story's still up, I don't know. I guess there was some drama going on between a back and forth between her and the editor or the writer of the article. I guess they were going back and forth, and then everyone was like, no, sorry, this is the way it's done. This is gonna be written, so that's it, whatever. And I'm thinking.
This was the editor's note. This story has been republished to remove the name and rank of the Marine who complained that her photos were taken. So they took the original article down and reposted it.
Is it prostitution? Is it? Is it? I don't know. Is selling your own images? Selling your own images? I mean, what? What's the big deal? If you want to sell your own, it's like being a stripper or being a prostitute, whatever, right? Do you think that should come back? Do you think prostitution should be legal? Do you think if that's like
absolutely? I mean, it is, and we're in Nevada, so.
No, there are some other proverbial methods of it. Yeah. You don't need to have a prostitute to get your money taken. No, I'm just curious because everyone's asking if the fact that is it prostitution or whatever. No, I'm not selling I don't think selling your images though. I mean, especially if you're a reservist, it shouldn't matter what you do unless you're on orders. That's when it's the issue. Like if you're doing it on orders, that's when the drama happens. I guess that's when it's illegal, or that's when because I know individuals that have other jobs that are kind of like will be considered a little bit shady. Like imagine if you had if you're a reservist and you owned a dispensary selling weed. What if you sold weed?
I'm sure they would find something wrong with it. Those catch-all articles. But I'm like, you're selling it, not smoking it. It's legal where you're at. They'll probably pull that federal thing into it. Like, well, it's not legal federally. It looks bad. Like, okay. But that's the way I look at, what she did. What if someone's moonlighting as a stripper? Because I've known soldiers that have done that too. They usually just don't like broadcast it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go out of town. So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't see anything wrong with what she did. That's just me personally.
Interesting.
I still blame the guy.
That's interesting.
Like I said, she wasn't like at her office desk, or maybe she was. I don't know. I haven't seen the pictures. But
No, I just think it's interesting that there's not too many women out there, or they look down on you if you are get involved in that stuff. You know what I mean?
oh, I'm sure there are. I just don't. I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, it's a job, or
Right.
just like. I mean, what's the difference? Like, if someone's posing for Playboy, or I don't see any difference. I just see it as an easier way to, like, for your everyday user to sell their pictures. Because you only fit like what, 2 people in Playboy, or I don't know. I haven't seen one of those in like 20 years.
Christopher said that he tried moonlighting as a stripper, but he lost $50 trying to get people to look at it. That's funny as
See,
hell.
you're supposed to get them to pay you to put your clothes back on. That's how you do it.
Yeah, it's true, man. What if a soldier shared her shit and got turned down? See, that's the thing. That's different. That's considered like revenge porn. You know what I mean? If you have pics of your significant other, wife, girlfriend, what have you, and you are pissed off, or you got jilted or whatever, and you broke up with them, to include the guys, it works both ways. And then all of a sudden you start circulating shit like that, then that's wrong as fuck. Once you're done with a relationship and that's done, it's done. You don't. I'm sick too. God damn it. That's why my voice sounds deep. I'm trying to mask it. Oh Jesus, man.
Well, I mean, that's just it. They may not have been in like a personal relationship, but her and her subscribers were in a business relationship that someone didn't hold up their end of the bargain.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But if I have nudes and all this stuff of my significant other, and then we're done, That will be deleted right. It will probably be deleted right in front of their presence if it's done in their presence, unless you get told, whatever over the phone or something like that. Then you can just say, hey, I deleted all your shit, and then that's it. And that way you can say, I deleted all your shit on this day, and then that way they can never come back and say, you said you deleted your shit. Well, I did. Everything's deleted. So that's the way it should be. You should not hold a grudge just because that's it. I mean, you're done.
I agree with you, but not everybody does. That's why there was a whole page dedicated to it.
Oh, you're talking about she rates dogs? Oh my God.
Oh, well, that one too.
Yeah, she rates dogs. I reached out to her to see if we can, get her to give us some. I don't want to post shit without people's permission. You know what I mean? I don't want to get busted for that shit too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Don't be airdropping that to the whole station.
Yeah. Don't be airdropping that shit. Look at this. Look at these dick pics of these guys. Yeah, dude. It's once you're done with a relationship, that's it. Guys and gals, don't be throwing dick pics or don't be throwing anything else out. Friggin' when that happens, it's just stop. Just once it's done, and then you're good to go. Then continue on, Charlie Mike, and you'll be good to go.
Right. Find someone new to send you more pictures.
Yeah, find someone else to send you pictures. Or, fucking be careful, you'll be stalking somebody, because then those pictures will come back to somebody else saying this person's stalking me or whatever. But yeah, I really fucking can't. I can't really. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna sound like a dick, but I'm just like, you can't really. What do you expect? A porn site is a porn site is a porn site. You know what I mean?
No, you can't expect people to like hold up their end of the bargain, I guess.
On a porn site specifically.
Right.
I mean, come on, dude.
No, not fall. Like I said, they made an agreement and someone broke it, and it wasn't her.
Right. What I'm saying though is that it's on a porn site, Spanky. That's like going on the dark web and then leaving a picture there and expecting it not getting sold. And next thing you got people knocking on your door asking how much your liver costs. You know what I mean?
No, I'm still blaming the person who stole them and shared them.
Of course you. We're not. We're never going to solve. This is not going to happen. I mean, this is not going to get solved. This conversation.
No,
this conversation is not going to be solved on behooving and caveating.
Okay, throw those words in just to make me mad.
And then it was of excellence. But yeah, I can't. I don't know. I'm on that side where I'm kind of like the reporter's kind of shady for doing that stuff. But then again, her shit's all over fucking Twitter. So she's getting the story. He's getting the reporter, because reporters do that. Reporters will go into your shit and dig through your information and find out what's up.
I mean, he acts like that she's the first person that's ever, like, sold pictures and, like, wanted to make this huge scandal out of it, make a name for himself by, sharing it. That's the way I look at it. I'm like, it wasn't newsworthy until you decided to make a deal out of it. Like, yeah, fuck that guy too. Yeah, I said it. He can go eat a dick as well. I'm just like, it wasn't news. It was something to be handled, like, at that level. And they made a huge deal out of it, which I think most of the, what I would call the Inquirer of military publications, when it comes to all the branches side, that those papers are.
No way.
Oh yeah. So, all right. Good for you, buddy. I hope you got paid well for it.
Well, I mean, when the Army Times misquoted me and remember that there was a little bit, there was almost a scandal with that, but I talked to the reporter and I said, hey, this is what I said, and I had some other reporters confirm it. So I was like, this is what I said, and they changed what I said. So that was cool, right? I mean, that was good to go. I mean, the way the article read anyways is that I revealed myself at AUSA. So I made it sound like I walked out there and dropped trout for everybody. You know what I mean?
All right. See, they're going to start selling those pics now too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the pictures of ice. Give me airdrop pictures of ice dropping trout. But no, but if you talk to them like that, that's fine. But at least I was, I reached out and they're like, hey, this is kind of inaccurate. This is what I said, blah, blah, blah. I've been misquoted. And then they got back with me and the Army Times reporter was good to go. Marine Times? I don't know about that, man. I don't know that I don't know what their journalistic standards are for the Marine. I don't know. What do they say? They say raw or yut or whatever. Go Navy, fuck Army, whatever, dude, whatever, Pip, whatever, man. Then wait a minute, weren't you a Marine? Weren't you like
me?
No, it's not Pip.
Oh gosh, no.
Pip was naval infantry. Oh man. Anyways. Yeah, devil dog, hoorah, devil dog, Bellawood, rah, 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 leathernecks, rah, rah. Eagle Global Anchor, rah, rah, rah. I'm just messing with you. I like messing with Marines because the reason to mess with. You get all hurt. That's right. Bam. Here I go. I'm Keon, bitches. That's right, Chris. Yeah, dude. So yeah,
they write the articles in crayon.
They have to go on crayon breaks and shit.
Right, right. There's no autocorrect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no autocorrect. They have to walk by and slap a picture of Mattis's butt. They walk by like they're in the ready room of a fucking ready to fly out. They walk by a poster of Mattis from the behind. And they slap his butt when they walk out. They walk into their fucking team room or something like that. And then, all right, guys, here's the story we're gonna do. We're gonna cover this. This is all right. Gut. All right, rod. All right, let's do it. It's like every meeting is like rah 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 rah. Bellawood rah.
Rabble.
Devil dogs rah with the bulldog. Yeah. Rah rah rah. We love jarheads. Yeah. Rah rah rah. Oh man.
Yeah, like I said, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah, we will. I mean, no, actually, not really disagreeing. I was just bringing up both points. I see that she was being a little bit selling her shit, and then the reporter, they're both wrong. They're both wrong on the way they handle this. If I had nudes and stuff like that, if there was something on the web that I wanted to keep it on the DL, do you know what I would do? Not say a fucking thing. I would be quiet.
You and me both.
I'd be like, how'd I get on there? Oh shit. I'm going to go ahead and reach out to the Army Times and say, you guys need to tell these people to stop sharing my shit. You know what the Army Times is going to do? They're going to be like, what?
Let's share your shit.
Wait a minute. What's going on, Ice? You have what? No, for real. I just want to take it down. Oh, we'll take it down. We'll take it down and put it right in the fucking front page of the Army Times. Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, man.
Y'all don't be passing that fucking link in the page, because if you're on the main page and you're passing that shit around, I guarantee it, the main page will fucking squash it. They will fucking ban you. So be fucking posting that shit, because that's porn. Don't be posting porn in the fucking links. Facebook does it automatically. They'll fucking ban you like real quick, and you won't be able to do anything about it. We had somebody do that shit before on a site we talked about, and bam, they got banned. And then they got mad at us. Man, you banned me. I didn't ban you, man.
It's Facebook.
It's Facebook, dude. Don't be doing that shit. Don't be doing that. You put it in there. Yut, and Yarhead, and rah, Bellawood, and Mattis, patron saint of rah, you know.
Oh, boy. I don't know. Like I said, hopefully it gets all cleared up. Everybody gets in whatever trouble they need to or not, and maybe just forget about the whole thing. Like, the guy was wrong, the girl was wrong.
Well,
I don't know.
Hang on. What are they? Hang on. That's a good question. So what do you think should happen? Hang on, let me cough right quick. I didn't cough in the mic, but yeah. It's probably my voice that fucking sounds like that. I'm auto-tuning and shit. My voice is very unique on the mic, so when I'm sick, you guys can hear it. And you guys used to make fun of me when one time I was really sick. When I got out of the hospital that one time, you guys were making fun of me because I sounded all You're like, are you okay? Mom was like, are you okay? What are you? Of course I'm okay. But
well, that's just it. I don't know what should happen, and I'm not going to be the one to even say that. But this wasn't enough that it's triggering an investigation. Whether into her or whoever, I don't know. But that was the last thing that she put out, was that she was taking down her social media while the investigation goes through. So,
oh, hang on, my man. Ice is sick, so I'm not going to sound like W. I'm going to sound like W, clearing my throat. That's what I sound like. Anyways, you know what? Investigation of what, though? Like how you came upon the pictures? So if someone sent you fucking pictures of her, you should get in trouble? Should you get in trouble? Like what?
I think whoever probably shared them. I said, that's how yes.
But then you're asking someone to go into somebody else's account to start looking. You're peeling back the onion and pulling on a string on a fucking knit sweater in and out. Oh, now you're gonna have everybody going. You know, if they were using the 504th MI app.
I mean, how is it acceptable at all? Like, okay, so supposedly it's not acceptable for her to do this. How is it acceptable for anybody to airdrop to an entire camp pictures of anyone? Or, porn pictures, nude pictures, like anybody that had, airdrop capabilities, you're sharing that to everybody on the entire camp. It doesn't, like, whether it was her or not, like, how is that okay? That's like, by definition, sexual harassment, why you can't have like page 3 girls on your wall in the office anymore.
Right.
So,
right. But yeah, because we want, what about the dick pics that girls share? Girls get dick. Oh yeah, we're gonna share.
Have they not got in trouble?
We shared dick pics on fucking. Minx did. She fucking shared dick pics on air, and once we get work with She Rates Dog, we're gonna be sharing a lot of fucking crazy shit. Oh, crazy! Fucking crazy messages that fans have been getting that we're gonna be fucking posting on once we do it. Once we get this segment set up, I can't wait. Dying to see what's gonna be posted up there. It's awesome.
We don't fall under the military sexual harassment or like sharp rules. Like you said, you can't have like sexually explicit materials like laying around the office. So what's the difference between whoever the guy or girl, I guess they didn't say what it was, that airdropped them to the entire camp?
Right, but what if I get it like in an email? What if I get it in a message? And it's
got it. You're not the one sending it.
No, I'm saying, but I got them. I got them, and I look at them, and then what? I'm now, because I have them in my possession, I'm gonna get in trouble because somebody got butthurt that they didn't get paid for the videos or the pictures being disseminated.
No, I didn't say that about everybody that got them on the entire camp. I'm like, whoever airdropped them, yes, they should be in trouble for it. It's like I said, what if I don't want stuff airdropped that is sexually explicit? Like there's people that are going to get offended if you say go fuck yourself, and you can get in trouble for that. Now you think you're not going to be able to you're going to get in trouble, or not going to get in trouble for like airdropping sexually explicit material? That's the very definition. Like,
but what if they did it on, and what if they're a reserve unit, and what if they did it while they're on reserve duty? You know what I mean?
All right, then they did it when they were on.
So like,
I mean, they're on duty. They were on post.
But what I'm saying, what if I was on reserve duty, and all of a sudden I got the pics? I mean, of course, I'm purely speaking in hypothetical terms. Then I got the pics, and then I got the vids and all that stuff, and someone sent it to me, and then that was like off duty, and then I come on post, and someone's going through my fucking phone. I'm like, why are you going through my phone? Because we think you have videos and pics of this individual. Well, don't go to my phone. I got it. You know what I mean? Then you start. Where does the line drawn on that shit? The line draw is that you freaking go talk to freaking you don't talk to reporters. B, you don't post your shit on the fucking web. C, you run the risk of having your shit published all over the fucking place if you send it to one of those sites. I mean, they make money off of you, and once you sell, I guarantee it. I mean, I don't know what the name of the site is. I'm just saying, but I'm sure that site has some sort of agreement, a terms of service for something like that.
They do.
Yeah. So they would say, understand that if we want to use this for promotional purposes and blah, 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 then what?
But that's not what their terms of service say.
Do you subscribe to that site to know, or
I read through all their terms of service today.
Spanky, are you a subscriber? Do you got you put pictures up there or something?
No, I read. Hey, maybe I'm gonna open my own.
maybe I'm about to say maybe open your own account.
I'm gonna be pissed if y'all airdrop them and don't pay me.
See, you joke around like that, like it's no big deal, but she's acting like it's fucking like it's gonna cause traumatic, post-traumatic stress disorder. I mean, for you're like, oh, what the hell? Fuck you guys, I'm not getting paid. Now is it about a reputation thing or what? You know what I mean?
Well, that's what she's claiming. I would just look at it purely from a legal standpoint. Someone stole my pictures and shared them. They broke the terms of service. It was subscriber only, so that's the way I would look at it. I wouldn't have feelings though, because I don't have very many of them. I'm definitely not going to give up any feelings for like some pictures.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it just wants one of those things. It's just kind of like, I don't know. Well, because the thing is that airdropping can be anonymous, right? You know that, right? You can airdrop something to anybody, anybody can airdrop to you.
There's always a way to trace things, you know that.
Yeah, but
you can say it's anonymous if you're sharing it from your phone and you're airdropping it. There's a way to trace it.
If it says ICE, if it's all of a sudden it says ICE is sharing this to you, or you get a couple of dick pics, or you get a couple of freaking booby shots of this chick or something like that, and I get on there and you're gonna be like, yeah, it's that's ICE. Can you tell? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go on my phone and airdrop something to you right now. Let me see. Hang on. Let's see this stuff. I don't want to sound like a boomer, but there I have it deactivated. There you go. That's why.
I have mine deactivated too.
There you go. I was like, how come I can't see?
Because I don't want people randomly dropping, this chick's pics on my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I don't want anything that's on my phone accidentally get an airdrop somewhere else.
Right. Exactly.
I just save that shit off. Y'all are not getting my memes for free either.
Oh yeah, there should be a meme tax. You got to pay me back with some memes. I haven't been meme farming in a long time, so I need to do that. We're gonna take a quick break, right quick, and then that makes no sense. Real quick, we're gonna take a break right quick. Wow, that's you're sick again.
Lay off the cold meds.
Yeah, it's I think it's from that 5K. I got some clots coming up or something. Anyways, we'll be right back, and then shots.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue. take this photograph. Tell me what it is you see when you look at me. Deep into the photography, I don't really need your sympathy. Just tell me your thoughts. Have I got what they got? And is it a plot done for naught? Am I not like you because I do what I do? Who knew that I could lose a few of you cause I bleed blue? But it's true, I know cause I see it every day as I work and I sleep the day away. Like you I have pain and like you I have fear. Can I pay all of the bills and still make it through the year? While I make it home alive, should I pray to the sky every day and every night? Will I hold you by my side? But in the public eye, I don't even have a heart. A robot of the system moving only when I'm told to start. Rip apart my art, I'm strong like a flower blooming. You got it all wrong, I know I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
Call me a vet like a soldier. Green beret, 21 gun salute, don't wanna see the day. In the constant war zone, in the home of the brave, where they hate the police until they saving the day. I got kids like you, a mortgage like you, so blue lives matter, and so does yours too. All this separation and divide, open your eyes. If you cut us all open, we the same inside. The only difference is I run to the gunfight. Your peace when it's chaos, when the people don't act right. But I'm under scrutiny for trying to protect me. You pull a pistol and I'm shooting for trying to contest me. I got a quick second to make a deadly decision. The media betrayed me like a kid for a living, like I'm cold with no heart, a brain with no thoughts, a body with no feeling, a life with no cause.
Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. I'm damned if I do, and damned if I don't. It's like every single time I say what's on my mind, they go for my throat, they spew evil words. If you are absurd, always grinding, grinning, and killing my soul with these verbs. Hold me down, like I can't gasp for air. I'm closed inside of a box, like I'm inside Fort Knox. Every time that I'm there, I don't know why they think that I'm different from you. All that's true is I'm a like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
Facebook Live. I've never heard of this shit.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children.
The show. Shots.
Okay, and we're back with the part 2 of Sergeant's Time. Now look, just running some diagnostic. It's Facebook. It ain't us. If you go on to Mixer, if you go on to YouTube, if you go on to Twitter, on Periscope, we are G to G. I did some tests, and ours sounded really on Facebook. So I rewound some stuff, and I'm like, I can hear a pop, but it's not from us. It's got to be the Facebook servers that's trying to grab the signal. All the other ones are good to go. So Mixer, YouTube, Periscope, y'all can jump on that. So we were gonna kill the show if it was an issue with all the tech, and it's not. Or you can go on WTF Nation Radio's website, click on the freaking play thingy there, or go to armywtfmoments.com and go to the WTF Nation Radio tab, and you'll be able to listen to us then. There we go. See, problem solved, Spanky. Thank you for highlighting some of those other platforms. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, why don't we just check them out? So, again, check on the other one. There's chats and stuff in there. I know everybody, it sounds way better on Mixer. It does. So it's definitely Facebook is fucking up with whatever is fucking up with Facebook being fucked up, because it's Facebook. It's fucked up. There we go. How about that, huh? I know some of you just can't. Oh, I need to be on Facebook. So you can stalk your favorite other fucking top fans in there too. But you can listen to us there. So again, we're not gonna kill the show just because of one platform is not working out for us if all the other platforms are doing the same. Isn't that weird that Facebook is doing that to us?
Maybe it's because of the topic that we were talking about. Man. I guess we should change the subject.
It was like scrambling us big time. It's yeah. What the hell was that? I was like talking backwards and shit. It was like Beelzebub was gonna come out through the door and shit. Hi again. How you doing? I was just wondering how my signal's fucked up. You guys, your show's. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. Oh, man. But at any rate, so a couple weeks back, I would say like a few weeks back, we had a guest, awesome guest coming on, Major General Tammy Smith coming on and talking about some of the programs that were involved with the Pentagon, and she broke on WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moment. She broke the story of the fact that veterans are now going to be able to come on military installations at the PX. They're able to come on to the commissary. They're able to come on and shoot. I think it's awesome. We talked about it. So now the story is gaining more traction throughout the news. I don't know why people just don't listen to us. Well, we were the ones that kind of broke it, so it's kind of like
right.
It was just like
I heard it there first.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. We heard it here first. So, 4.1 million disabled veterans will now be able to use the PX. That's what I'm talking about. When General Smith came on here and talked about it, and she broke the story here, starting 1 January, she was discussing how the Army and Air Force Exchange will be able to welcome home disabled veterans, Purple Heart recipients, and certain caregivers. Remember they were talking about caregivers? She fielded the questions. She brought back information and has now been able to tell the WTF Nation that, yes, certain caregivers will begin shopping privileges, in-store shopping privileges, beginning 1 January. Now, the privileges will expand to all veterans with service-connected disabilities, veterans who are Purple Heart recipients, veterans who are former prisoners of war, and primary family caregivers for veterans who are enrolled in the VA's program of comprehensive assistance for family caregivers. So this new privilege was specified in the Purple Heart Disabled Veterans Equal Access Act of 2018 that included in the John McCain National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2019. The DoD announced the expansion November 13th, which I think is this one she came on earlier, right? There's a couple episodes where she came on. Anyways, isn't that when she came on? No, it was like a little bit earlier than that. When was it that she came on?
Yeah, she came a little bit earlier than that. Let me
That was like yesterday. So there's no, I was about to say, there's no way she freaking...
right, no.
So I think they
Exchange just put it out.
Yeah, the Exchange just put exactly. So, quote, "It's an honor to welcome our nation's heroes back to their exchange," said Exchange Director CEO Tom Schul, a Vietnam veteran, Army veteran. They fought for us, they sacrificed for us, and they deserve this. Damn right they do. A new patron group will have access to commissaries and morale welfare retail facilities located on all military installations and the Department of Defense. Advised it's still working through details of expansion of the Departments of Veterans Affairs and Homeland Security. More information regarding the installation access, of course, and the authentication process will be available soon. And yeah, right, Spanky. See, exactly. She came on. She broke this news on WTF Nation Radio August 29th. That's awesome. We got the news. We got the scoop first. Love it. I'm sounding like a journalist now. We get the scoop. It's the scoop.
Right?
That's like the new thing now. Scoop, scoop. We get the scoop. What the hell is that? Is that something you do with your dog after they take a shit in somebody's yard?
Exactly. The scooper.
We got the scooper. We got the scoop. Yeah. Well, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, appreciate you guys joining us on the other mediums too. Thank you. Before the expansion, only veterans with 100% service-connected disabilities can shop in person. Active duty service members and their dependents and military retirees also have in-store and online privileges. You damn right. When I retired, I was flashing that freaking blue card around, saying, "Let me have this." Got it. All honorably discharged veterans can shop the military exchanges online now, through a benefit that was secured in 2017. So 610 veterans have saved nearly $6 million in sales tax. The veterans can determine their eligibility on shopping online by go to Shop My Exchange and then shopmyexchange.com/vets. And the veterans will need the additional store information, of course, from when they attend it, and then that's it. And there you go. So
I think it's awesome. It's not like anybody's forcing you to shop anywhere, but you just have that option now.
Tax free now. He's already saying, I kind of like somebody brought up in the staff. Walmart's cheaper. You know, I'll be honest with you. When you and I've seen this on Bragg. I've seen this at Fort Hood. Hell, I even seen it overseas in Germany. You ever see on the side? Ever see in the food court? You'll see some old crusty dude with a freaking
retiree cap.
Retiree cap. It's like it's got Korean War veteran little ball cap and stuff like that. And they were all, everyone's like, oh yeah, it's so cool. They want to talk to the next generation and all that. And I was looking at more as a deeper meaning to some of the veterans that felt like they were a little bit left out. They still serve, but now they're able to come in and they can sit down with you, the service member, and drink a cup of coffee with you in the fucking food court and shoot the shit with you. To me, I think it was more of a, because I see that. I mean, I saw that myself. I would see those old timers sitting in the freaking food court, just looking at Joe. They're just sitting there, not like in a bad way, but they're just looking at Joe like they're reminiscing. They're reminiscing back in the day when they had the uniform on. I don't give a fuck if Walmart's cheaper. No, that's not the point. The point is that I think the camaraderie is going to come back a little bit more solidified within the veteran community if they get to come on. And I just it's a win-win for them.
I agree, and because definitely don't see nobody, stopping to chat at Walmart.
Yeah, really.
It's like, get in, get out.
Trying to freaking run.
No, I do. I see it at Hood all the time, because there's a pharmacy there, so it's like, it's full of, older veterans, and as right now, I'm sure they're just all the ones that are retirees, and now that'll be open to, everybody that, like I said, they only served 4 years, did their time and got out. It'll be open to all of them too.
Right.
So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing too, because the way I see it is that it gives them the sense of camaraderie, and I don't like it when people like start saying, oh well, how do I say this? Because I definitely don't want to go off on people like I did Andrea, what was her name? Remember that girl, Amber? What was her name? When I went off on talking about we don't care about vets or something like that because they killed themselves. I can't remember her name. Anyways.
Oh, neither can I right now.
Yeah. So, you ever hear a story about those veterans that sit there and set themselves on fire? They shoot themselves in VA parking lots, is because they don't have that camaraderie like it is. Everyone's there everyone when you go to the VA hospital and you're sitting in a waiting room and shit like that, it can be pretty fucking depressing. And you see guys that have been fighting and dealing with pain. Some of them are homeless and shit like that. I guarantee it. it's a wellness thing with someone's mind to kind of decompress and hang out with a bunch of Joes and commiserate and shoot the shit about the good old days and stuff like that. You know, some like you were saying, some veteran that maybe only served 6 years in the Army or 6 years in the military as it is, goes in there and get some Starbucks because he's a boomer. Because all the other kids are not, because kids are sitting there drinking coffee outside of Starbucks, or there's stuff in their faces of Popeye's chicken or Burger King or whatever. Like I said, you got that old timer in there that maybe this is what he needed. This is what that or he or she needed to go in there and have that sense of camaraderie to come back in the food court and just sit there and just shoot the shit with Joes. Some old timer is going to be in there, and maybe he served 6 years in World War II, maybe here or Korea or Vietnam. And maybe this is what it's going to be to help him get back, mentally straight, to get his mind straight.
Oh, I agree. I'm like, bottom line, it can't hurt.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's not hurting anybody to let more veterans shop there. And, yeah, maybe some things you can't get to, but, there's a lot of things I can get at the PX that I can't get anywhere else, especially for that price without taxes.
Shin ramen.
They price match.
Shin ramen. So, you can get shin ramen. You get a shin ramen at wholesale price at freaking PX, and you just ask for it.
Can you please order this? Because they don't have it at my PX. I got to go to the Korean grocery store. Shit's not cheap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, hi Ken. You here for some more shin ramen? God damn it. Raise the price. Ken's here. How you doing today? You gonna buy some more shin ramen? Well, I mean, the last time I checked, it was like $10 a case. Oh no, for you it's $20. Fuck.
They know you're paying it.
They know I'm paying. They know my. It's like if there's anybody that wants to follow where I'm walking or driving around to go get my shin ramen, I have a pattern down. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, we were wondering, you almost missed us. You know what I mean? Like that's how they are to me. They know when I walk into the freaking Korean store to get some freaking shin ramen or nigiri. Hell yeah.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
Oh, now I want some shin ramen.
Me too. I'm gonna have some.
No, I have some shin ramen. Yeah, I was like, oh man, it's like, yeah, you're right, Pip. Soon, you know what? Soon that old timer will be me. Well, not fucking soon, motherfucker. I'm not that old. Jesus Christ, you make it sound like I'm, I don't know, 80 or something like that. But it might be. They might be sitting there, hitting some, having some freaking food court and sitting right there and oh god damn it. Aren't you? Oh my God! Look at you! Hey, aren't you the guy that? Back when I was
doing Sergeant's Time.
Back when I was Sergeant's Time on that old show, WTF Nation Radio. What do y'all call it now?
Right.
He thinks he's an admin still. Shut up. I have like multi hats and all the deployments, and I have. Operation Enduring Freedom and Iraqi Freedom hats and shit like that. With some,
you keep them all in a bag.
Yeah, keep them all in a bag.
Which one?
Yeah, exactly that, or just like, or have the old timers have the little hat on there, and they got their little pins of all their units with their jump wings and all that. Oh, damn it!
I guess I got to get myself a hat.
Yeah, I got to get because Spanky, me and you could be sitting in hood. Food bag. Hey, Spanky, remember when we did Sergeant's Time? You'd be like, what? What? How come you're talking slow, Eyes? Oh, shut up. I'm sick. You've been saying that for 50 years. I've been sick for 50 years. You know what I mean?
I'm allergic to this place. Every time the weather changes.
Exactly. What are you still doing in Hood? And you're going to be like, what are you doing in Hood?
Right? Oh, this is my food court.
Exactly. No, what I'm saying, but think about it. I'm looking at it for more of a peace of mind. I mean, no vet wants to hang out and shoot the shit and commiserate about how fucked up and broken or whatever issues going on. That would be the best time to go hang out and talk to the troops. Yeah, hey, you see that guy over there? Yeah, that's an old World War. I mean, I've been in environments where there's an old dude like that, and then you read about him, and it turns out the guy's like a badass, and I'm like. I'll walk up there, hey, sir, how's it going? Here's a cup of coffee on me. And they get all teared up and choked up. You're like, oh, don't do it. Oh, old people crying. Stop. You know what I mean?
Yes, nobody cries alone in my presence.
Exactly. Stop. Oh, thank you, Sergeant Major. I appreciate it. Oh, don't stop. Don't cry. You know what I mean? I get like freaking butthurt when I see those old timers and like that. And I always buy them a cup of coffee. Sir, you want a refill? Or if they already got coffee, hey, you want a refill? I'll go refill your cup. Something like that. I don't really respect the old timers or something like that. Because to me, I think to them that means a lot when they can come on post and just reminisce. Oh, I haven't been to Fort Bragg or I've been to Fort Hood in 50 years. You know what I mean? And they come on here all, and they're just like in awe. And that, to me, I think that'll just cheer up a vet a little bit more to where we don't have to worry about this 22 a day shit and all that. And all, I mean, 23, 22 a day, whatever the count is these days for the
more than one.
Yeah, more than one. But if anything else, if it saves an old time veteran, if it saves or any veteran, actually not just an old timer, any veteran from wanting to do some harm and just needed that cohesiveness to go back into the PX, to go back in the food court, to go, whatever. You might think, oh, fuck that, you want to go there? Oh, it's stupid. I want to go back. For just everybody else, because you know what? The ones that talk a lot of crap about the Army this, the Army that, the Army are the first ones to be freaking in line to get their freaking free chow on Veterans Day.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, and they're there. I hate the Army this, the Army that, the Army sucks, the Army sucks, the Army sucks. But what happens the next thing you know, you're going to see them right there hanging out. You know what? 1 January, I want to see how many people are at the freaking are on post. We should go to the visitors center there at Spanky on Hood and find out how many on January 1st, how many people are going to be lined up to get their passes and stuff. You know what I mean?
It'd be interesting to know. I mean, like, a lot of them might not need passes, like, if they, depending on what kind of ID they have. Because, I mean, Fort Hood is technically still an open post.
Really?
I mean, it is. Yes, you got to show your ID to get in the gate and everything, but you don't really have to have a reason. You can just go to the visitor center. Hey, I want to pass. If you're not a military ID card holder, only the military ID card holder has to show their ID when they're going through the gate. So I don't know. It's not like they check every single one for everybody that's in the car.
Right.
I mean, some of them do, but so it's not like, I've been to posts that are, they were always closed posts, like Air Force bases and stuff, or no, you're not getting on. Why are you here? Like, you can't just go get a pass just to go to the PX.
Right.
But I guess now you'll be able to.
Right.
Because not all of them have some form of military ID if you were just, honorably discharged.
And some of it as well is, like I said, some sort of, it's the service connection. So, I mean, come on. It'll be 4.14. All right. All you major Army installations, 4.1 million veterans are going to be eligible 1 January. 1 January, 4.1 million veterans, disabled veterans, will be eligible to come on post.
I'd also be interested in knowing, like, how that would drive AP's profits up and how much more of that is going to wind up going back into MWR.
Oh, that's a given, of course.
It's where, their profits are supposed to go.
Right.
Or I don't know if it's all of them or how, what percentage or this, that, or whatever. I know they like to put these big signs saying we put this much money into MWR this year. I'm like, okay, where? That's what I think sometimes. Like, where did that money go? But hey, that's what I'm more curious about.
Yeah, they should do what they should do is put that money in housing. How much money does APs make annually that would be invested in the housing? Just put that shit in housing. I know some of the stuff everyone's like, that's different kind of funds, blah 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 blah. But I guarantee it.
Right.
Why hasn't anybody thought of that? Of excellence. But
next thing you know, AFI's going to run housing. Get rid of Corvius or whoever that is. It's now AFI's that's running housing. Keep bringing that up. See, that's what's going to happen.
Well, right. Speaking of Corvius, there's like 10 families that they're fitting to sue Corvius.
Yes, out of Fort Meade, right?
Right, out of Fort Meade. Corvius.
I'm sure that's just the start.
Yeah, 10 families have already filed suit against Corvius. That sounds like Sounds like a car, like a bad car. Yo, man, what kind of car you got, man? Oh, dude, I bought that hoopty. Dude, you still got that fucking Chevy Corvius? Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm surprised. I heard that thing had problems. Doesn't it have like problems exploding or something? You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like. Introduced to the new Chevy
Right, you
Corvius.
push the gas too hard, it blows up.
Exactly. Yeah. So 10 out of Fort Meade. There is a lawsuit by 10 families. And it's starting to expand. And right now, from what the Washington Post says, and our friends at Task and Purpose, is that the Fort Meade families are suing the military housing company 9 months after promises were given after their freaking, you know, they had, remember, we all had the town halls. You know, we had town halls.
Right.
We all had as a matter of fact,
Pretty sure Fort Meade had one too.
Yeah, not only that, well, all the installations had it, but what was funny is that the first couple of town halls, we'll have a town hall, but they stopped announcing when the town halls were having once we started sharing on the WTF Nation. You know, remember that? They were kind of like,
right.
They were like, we were gonna go ahead and just share that. And I'm thinking, huh? What? We'll share this. Let me show you this. Oh, this is. And then we had individuals, and then of course they did it in different times of the hours, and don't realize that the WTF Nation doesn't sleep. So we were able to post and comment on some of these town halls, and then all of a sudden they stopped doing it. They stopped posting them up. So again, of course, out of task and purpose, military families, of course, have gotten together to sue Corvius over conditions of appalling housing and cavalier treatment. Of course, we all knew how Corvius was dealing with. WTF Nation Radio does not give two shits, Corvius, if you'd like to come out as about broadcasting something that has already been public domain. See, this isn't like pictures or something like that, right? Can we say this now, Spanky? I'm just busting on you. So the lawsuit filed on Tuesday by the law firm, I'll even give you some props, law firm, Covington and Burling. Covington and Burling. For the people. Wait, that's Morgan and Morgan. That's the... You get Morgan and Morgan where you're at, Texas? Morgan and Morgan. It's like a big thing in Florida. Morgan and Morgan. For the people.
No, don't think we have those two.
You don't have the one like, or no. Shut the fuck up Fridays from the fucking those guys. I love those guys. So, anyways, they're handling the case pro bono, which is free for those of you who don't habla. According to their press release, details, of course, distressingly similar stories of poorly maintained infrastructure leading to the serious problems such as mold, windows, on the windows, and all piping issues. The lawsuit was first reported, of course, by Washington Post, and defendants include Corvias. Meade Communities, which is part of Corvias. Yesterday was Veterans Day, a national holiday to honor the men and women who serve our nation's armed forces, the lawsuit says. While we as a nation honor our service members and their families on the Army installation Fort George Meade, the defendants and the related private companies that are supposed to operate and maintain the on-base housing in a manner befitting of the bravery of the men and women who reside there have instead subjected these service members to appalling housing conditions and cavalier treatment. Sorry, I had to throw the dramatic. Legal stuff isn't really dramatic unless it's like on Law and Order or something like that.
Dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Requests for maintenance has gone ignored. Repair efforts, when made, have been substandard, and the slipshod attempts at cosmetic fixes that have not resolved the problems. Man, they've not resolved the problems. What's up with that? Expert Town Hall Badge of Excellence. Exactly, Heath. My spirit animal, man. So requests for maintenance have gone unignored. Repair efforts, when made, have been substandard, and the slipshod attempts of cosmetic fixes have not resolved the problems. All the while, defendants have collected the full amount of the service members' BAH. Remember we talked about that? Remember when we did that study?
Yes.
We were like
beer math.
We did beer math, jump master math, and you got mad because we were doing maths.
Right.
And we were talking about all the housing units on Fort Hood and how much money they take from BAH.
Oh, it's making my head hurt again.
I know that was a
it's
good
a shit
show.
ton of money.
Yeah. Corvius spokeswoman Kelly Douglas told Task and Purpose that the lawsuit doesn't reflect the significant resources that Corvius has poured into their housing units. We are aware of the complaint filed yesterday against the Meade Communities and the partnership of Corvius and the Army. It does not reflect significant resources, attention, and the rigor that has been brought to assuring quality resident housing. Just guess what? The Army's taking out another housing survey, so you better freaking take it. Take it. One of the families mentioned in the lawsuit, Army Sergeant Joseph Uddy, and his wife Julia, claimed that they found excess water accumulating in the cabinet of a second-floor bathroom and that Corvius maintenance just merely wiped off the water off the cabinets and left. The IDs also reported that the cockroaches and millipedes throughout the kitchen, living room, and the first floor bathroom. When contacted by the family, Corvius put up pest monitors and said they were returned to check the traps. They never returned. That's what I'm talking about. Get them, Fort Meade families. The lawsuit also lays out a timeline during which Addis dealt with mold in their HVAC closet, as well as their second floor bathroom, which the lawsuit says Corvius attempted to ignore and conceal by simply just patching and painting. Can you do that now? Is that how you get rid of mold? I thought you had to get rid of the mold like freaking.
At least put some bleach on there. I mean, I know you're supposed to like.
I know. Once
call in experts for that now.
Right. I know. Once you see mold coming through your wall, that means your wall has been compromised through the drywall, right? I mean, that's what I mean, I never seen some of the black mold stuff like that before, but another family Navy petty officer, second class Kyle Bowers, along with her husband Antoine, along with her 19-month-old son, were put up in a hotel after months of dealing with mold contamination. Corvius allegedly told the Bowers that they were performing remediation work on the townhome. But when they were told they could move back in, they came back with the mess that they left behind, that when there was mold still contaminated in the house. The lawsuit alleges that the Corvius has not fully remediated the mold at any of their residences. But Corvius has leased each resident at least one more residence to at least one more military family. So of course, this is not the first time that Corvius has been in the news. In 2018, Reuters reported that Corvius expects to earn $1 billion over the next 50 years. How do you have a 50-year contract? I want one of those.
Right? I at least can hire someone to clean mold.
Right.
Fuck. That was, I think, the biggest downfall of the whole privatized housing is giving someone a 50-year contract. They have no real incentive, to keep the standards high if they have 50 years to do it. If they have 50 years to fix it, by the time it's like, oh, contract renewal time, oh, I guess we better get to work on all these issues or we're not going to get the contract back. It should be up for renewal. I would say, I'm not an expert in contracting, but 5 years maybe, like that gives you enough time to, do what you say you're going to do. If you're going to, renovate homes, build new ones, tear down the ones that are, beyond repair or not, it's not cost effective to repair. If you have the plan to do that, you'll know how much it costs. I'm sure you could still make a profit if you're going to be making, $1 billion over 50 years. I don't know. I was like, fuck those guys. I hope more people join this class action suit because I'm sure there's a lot more and not just 10 families at Fort Meade. So
88 homes at Fort Bragg were flagged to be at risk of carbon monoxide poisoning after a family went to Womack and showed symptoms consistent with the condition. Corvius and Fort Bragg officials determined that the cause was a carbon monoxide buildup in the heating, ventilation, and within the HVAC unit inside the homes and laundry rooms, claiming that the levels became dangerous when the door of the laundry room was closed. The solution that Corvius presented was to just remove the doors. So we have carbon monoxide in one room. We'll just take the doors off so the rest of the house can get it.
Right?
God, man.
Don't do your laundry now.
Exactly.
No,
yeah, exactly. So from the Fort Bragg survey, there was a survey from more than 80 homes that, of course, have been at risk of carbon monoxide poisoning at Fort Bragg. And a survey from the Military Family Advisory Network released in May that 93% responses received were from 6 housing companies. None of them which have had average satisfaction rates above neutral. One of the companies was Corvius, along with Lincoln Military Housing, Balfour Beatty, Lynn Lease Wynn, Michaels, and Hunt. In addition, Corvius Family Housing has the lowest total score in a survey requested by the Department of the Army, which is published this summer. Covington's lawsuit references Corvius's founder, John Pacern, 2019 testimony to the Senate Arms Committee in which he intends that returning to the gold standard level to the resident care that defined our company from the start outlines a number of steps that Corvius is going to do a better job. The lawsuit reads, though, in short, defendants recognize the problem that it's their responsibility to fix it. Defendants have not fixed it. So the mold problems have not been solved. The maintenance backlog continued to delay much needed health and safety repairs, and the remediation projects continue to be performed in a haphazard and improper manner. This is not the gold standard. So the Army is launching a registry to track housing compliance, provide medical assistance for housing-related illness. I can't believe that I can't believe that there has to be a housing center of excellence. Thanks, Heath. Appreciate it, man.
Of course there does. Of course there is. Everybody has to have their own excellence on the end now, including housing.
Right. Unreal. And freaking incredible about that stuff, man, that the housing's gone that bad to where we have to have a committee and we have to have surveys and we have to have all that stuff. 50-year contract. I wish. Hey, Army, we'll do your radio for you.
Right?
We do it for you anyways. We do radio. Let's do radio.
You don't need no AFN no more.
You don't need no AFN. WTF Nation Radio. We'll do all 50 years. We'll give us a 50-year contract to do your radio. Matter of fact, I'll
zero mold.
Zero mold. Matter of fact, we'll even show you how to set it up, just like us, of excellence. $1 billion. 50 years. Now we're actually, I don't know, we should upsell that. No, I think we're worth $2 billion.
At
least.
For 50 years.
Yeah, for 50 years. I mean, come on, to provide quality entertainment for the WTF Nation radios, our U.S. Army WTF moments, and the WTF Nation, of course. Why not? Why wouldn't we? 50 years, dude. Could you imagine a 50-year contract and you get locked in, and then how could you get out
and
of it?
then you can just say, well, that's just it. Now they can just say fuck it and just like paint over mold instead of actually cleaning it.
Well, and then
and then like someone moves out, they paint over everything so the person moving in can't see shit.
Right.
And until, it starts to grow through the paint or whatever mold does, doing mold things.
Of excellence.
So
yeah, there's a lot.
They have no incentive.
Exactly. There's not enough behooving from the mold to caveating off their piggybacking what they said.
I mean, but by the time, they can't, the soldier can't break the lease. They're stuck there for a year. And even if they just say, fuck it, I'm not living in this shithole no more and move off post, they got someone to put in right behind them. So, no, it should never have been 50 years. They have no incentive to like, fuck it. And then, like I said, when 50 years comes around, they'll probably just get it renewed because nobody else is like, nah, I ain't touching that after they like fucking torn everything to shit for 50 years.
Yeah,
so
burn the fucking house. Do a control burning. Burn the houses down.
Ooh, we're going to burn stuff down now?
Hell yeah, dude. No. People gonna say that I'm inciting violence. ISIS is inciting violence because he's talking about burning. It's all freaking housing.
Don't blame me.
Yeah. But I said I just think it's funny as hell that all of a sudden, like exactly that. What was when was this gold standard applied? Is there a home that's like set up? This is what a home should look like, and this is how a home should be fixed. Alrighty then. There you go.
You look behind the paint, and those will probably have mold too.
Paul from Nepal, send us a call, dude. Oh, that rhymed. I miss Paul from Nepal. Come here, dude. Where you at, Paul? I don't see.
Is Paul here?
Why? I haven't. I mean,
you haven't even got no wingdings.
Yeah, I haven't seen no wingdings yet, man. What's up with that, Paul? Paul from Nepal. The other wingdings guy from Taipei and Hong Kong, I haven't seen him either. So,
aren't they busy over there in Hong Kong?
I guess they're doing some stuff.
Let's not entice no more riots.
Yeah, exactly. Of excellence. They're doing some of excellence things. Man, it's already freaking almost 20 minutes.
Right.
God, we were just like blabbing. Well, I don't know if you're listening to us on Facebook. We're talking really slow.
Right.
I don't know.
Robots.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Facebook, guys. I do not know what's going on with Facebook. All the other channels have us locked in. And wow, thank you so much. You just got an email from freaking for some music. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. There we go. Darn. There we go. That's what I'm talking. I got okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, let's get this music up. We'll see what it's up. We'll review it and we'll have the staff look at it and do some voting on stuff like that. There you go. Well, thank you so much. I won't go by the name because obviously our inbox is anonymous. We don't reveal names. But thank you so much. I just got that in the inbox. I just saw blink. I think you got it too, Spanky. You should have got it.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
That's pretty cool. That's baller, man. Well, thank you so much for that. We'll review and all that stuff. So real quick, on the 17th of November, on this a Sunday, we have Daryl Paul, firefighter Daryl Paul will be on to come on the show about taking fire. He gets fire hoses, and they've been retired, and he turns them into American flag displays. So I'm curious to see what they look like. I know Al and Kaz will provide a awesome show with that. Glenn Banton from Operation Supply Drop. Well, we're kind of been waiting for him to come on, because first off, we want to know what the hell a Kentucky Colonel is. And how do we become one so I can get my bucket of chicken?
I definitely need to know.
I need to know. And I want to know if it's extra crispy or original or spicy. Glenn Banton is the CEO for Operation Supply Drop, which is a nonprofit chapter-based veteran support ecosystem, enhancing lives through community engagement. As a lead veteran advocate and entrepreneur, and God, I can't even speak today. Your voice is going out, ass. Glenn is also an advisor for Psych Armor's Institute of Bob Woodward School for Volunteers. Excuse me. An instructor mentor at Bunker Labs. A Google VetNet mentor, executive producer at We Are the Mighty. If you guys follow that show, We Are the Mighty. Commissioned Kentucky Colonel. I want my chicken. He's probably. I hope he listens, man. I hope he's listening because I want to know how to get that bucket of chicken.
I know. I want to know.
I want to know how to become a commissioned Kentucky Colonel. What are the qualifications for that? Any math involved? Because I suck at it. Lifetime member of the Academy of United States Veterans and currently serves as an appointed board member for the Small Business Administration's Veteran Business Affairs Committee. Of course, those guys are from Operation Supply Drop. Can't wait. Kentucky Colonel. Nick Rahita, 2 December. A Minnesota lawyer, owner of Rakita Law, to discuss legal topics and breaks down lawsuits. You know what? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that girl who had her picks.
Well, he does them often over Scotch on YouTube.
Yeah,
so.
he does. Yeah, he does often over Scotch. He talks out and breaks it down. So
right.
So he's gonna be coming on. So 8 December we have Sean Valigura, Chairman and Executive. God, I can't, dude. Chairman and Executive Director from Operation Valor. Sean Valigura is a U.S. Navy veteran. Served aboard the USS John F. Kennedy. Sean started the grassroots effort that would become Operation Valor back in mid-2014, with a singular focus was, of course, supporting veterans in need. 15 December is going to be a story you're going to want to listen to, guys, especially close to the holidays. This is with Kicking a Cause and Ow. It's authored Dr. Seth Castle. Army veteran and author Dr. Seth Castle will be on the show to talk about his children's book on Why Is Daddy So Mad? It is a book to help children and their families understand what PTSD is and how it's affecting their loved ones. I think you all should check that out. Once revealed, he's an alternative metal band from Frederick, Maryland. Finally, we get some band stuff in here. We haven't had a band in here forever.
I know, it's been a while. I found one.
Yeah, I know. So
I'm working on.
Exactly. 16 December on a Monday. Once revealed to be on an alternative metal band from Frederick, Maryland. Once revealed band members are Vernon Smith, Scott Patton, Nathan Bedinski, Bichinsky, and Will Lopez will be on to talk about their newly released single "Take It Away." We got a promo to that. We got a sample song so we can play that to kind of like pump it up.
I am working on that, doing the legal stuff behind it.
Word up. That's what I'm talking about.
You will have it definitely before then.
Good deal. Yeah. So look, we're trying this tech, man. I'm telling you what, trying the tech, and it's working on all the other platforms. That means you can go on the other ones. If you don't like it, I don't want to go. Why is Facebook's all stuff? You could get off Facebook and then you could go to other tabs on the. You know what? The internet actually has other sites you can go to. Spanky, you know that?
Wait, really?
Did you know that there are other sites on the webs that you don't have to worry about going? You can just go to another website like Mixer.
I know. I'm on there right now. I'm starting a heist.
Or you can or you can go on YouTube. Do you know that? Or you can go on Mob Crush. Mob Crush is a way to look up WTF Nation Radio. You listen to us on the TuneIn app. We're all 5x5 with Charlie on all those channels right now. I don't know what's up with Facebook, man. It is up with Facebook. I think it's kind of crazy. I don't know why it's doing that. We broadcasted just fine. What was it? Monday? Just fine. Veterans Day. We had a fun show on Monday. Real quick, since we got 10 minutes. Did you download Disney Plus?
Absolutely.
Did you get, oh my God.
The very first minute I got my email, because I'm a Verizon person, so I get it for free for a year. Yay! Oh my God. I was like Princess Overload, Marvel Overload. I have way too many options right now, and I need to take a week off.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that around Thanksgiving.
Hell, did you see? Fuck that. They had The Mandalorian.
I have not watched it yet.
Wait, what?
I haven't had time to watch anything except for like when I was falling asleep. I put Ariel on the other night because she's my favorite.
Oh man, Baby Ice was loving freaking watching all the Star Wars Legos episodes. He was giggling. He was having a blast. So Also, Disney Plus is also they have shows, cartoons that you may have grown up to enjoy. They even say, don't get butthurt when you watch this shit because of cultural sensitivities back in the day.
Right?
I can't wait. All the old classic Disney cartoons that offended everybody today will be on the Disney Plus.
The girl is so excited. Like, I texted her the screenshot because she was at school when I downloaded it. I'm like, look what I just downloaded. She was like, yay, why didn't you wait for me to get home? She was so mad about that. And I was like, I have stuff to watch. So like the minute she got home, she like dropped her backpack, went into her room to download it like on her TV. And she's like, comes right out. She's like, Mom, they got this. I thought she was like 8 years old again. It was so cute.
Yeah. Oh my little one. Like, I'm gonna have, Princess Ice. We're gonna hang out too this weekend, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna be like watching. Oh, The Mandalorian. Gotta watch The Mandalorian.
I will get to it.
You have to watch the Imperial Center of Excellence.
Did you see they had like 10 million subscribers the first day?
On the first day. Impressive.
That's insane. Like, even even if you take out probably everybody that got it for free from Verizon, everybody that's just doing the 1 month free trial. So I would like to see like in about 30 days how many they have, but I know I would keep it for $6.99 a month. I'd get rid of, something else first. Netflix, looking at you, sucking lately. But I definitely keep paying for it.
I already bought it. I didn't give a fuck if I was a Verizon seller or not. I bought it. I mean, because what if I change phones or something like that? You know what I mean? I don't want to. But yeah, I saw them join, so I was like, yeah, all the Star Wars stuff. Yeah, exactly. You need to watch it. You need to watch. Okay, now you have no excuse, Spanky. When I bring up Star Wars references, now you have no excuse. When I say
I haven't even seen Endgame yet, and I saw that was on there. I'm like, oh, I gotta
you haven't even
watch that.
seen Endgame yet? Oh my god!
I am busy.
The hell?
I get busy.
Oh my god!
And I know I haven't seen it. There's like a list of movies that came out over like the last 6 months that I have not seen, and yes, that's one of them. Yes, I've seen the spoilers and blah 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 whatever, but I'm still gotta watch it.
Dude, oh man, I'm just geeking all over that stuff. Okay, now that's what we need to do. We need to have like a Star Wars watch. You think we'll get shut down if we play a Star Wars or something like that?
Most likely.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll take kindly to that.
Yeah, I mean, like, even if I throw a couple Star Wars references on there and stuff like that, I'm surprised they haven't banned us for the Star Wars freaking commercial breaks, the little bumpers that I do on, when this station is now the ultimate power of the universe. I suggest we use it. You know what I mean? I'm surprised I haven't been zucked for that.
Right.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Fuck, man. I was like, oh, yes.
Okay, they have all the princess movies.
Right. Yeah,
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch them all over and over and over again. I even have them all. Like, I've had them on VHS. I've had them on DVD. Like, I think I've paid for them, like, a lot of them through Amazon.
Right.
So I have them. I'm still going to sit there and watch them over and over and over again. I don't care. I'm like a 10-year-old girl at heart still.
Of course.
I love princess movies.
Well, I'm not a 10-year-old girl at heart, but I am. I watch. I love. I mean, all the Star Wars stuff. I can't. I'm just like, fucking. This is awesome. I'm like, I totally forgot. There's a couple of cartoons that like I said about Baby Ice was on the cat. You know what? He does not want to go to freaking bed anymore. He does not want to. Oh, I forgot to tell you what happened at school.
Oh
my god.
Go on.
Okay, y'all see me online posting about my feats of a dad, American dad ass that I'm performing, and I feel like I created fire when you can get a toddler to finally be potty trained and all that stuff, and he picks up what I say pretty freaking good. Sometimes when I'm on air, I think he goes to his bedroom door and just sits there and listens to me talk. I really do, because there's some little quirks that he does, and I'm kind of thinking, oh, okay. Well, so yesterday, picked him up from school, and like I said, he's learning how to potty train, and he walks up, he's like, hey, he comes up to me, gives me a big hug, and he looks dead at me in the eye, with an earshot of his teacher, and he goes, in perfect freaking English, he goes, I have to shit. I'm like, I got so I could feel the embarrassment heat coming off of my head.
Oh.
I'm like, excuse me? The what?
I mean, he's telling you what he's got to do.
I was like looking at the teacher to make sure that they didn't, that she didn't acknowledge. So I'm like, okay, let's go to the bathroom. And he goes to the bathroom and all that stuff. And, gives me high fives, because, you reward the kid, doing good. He's doing good, right? So high fives.
Right.
That. And he's like, shit, yeah, oh, yeah. I'm like, Now, it was funny because he said it clear. I mean, he said it was as if he was just a little voice. I have to shit. It was classic.
It reminds me of a time Scarlett, the girl, she was 3 and she was in pre-K, and they send little notes home every day of how your kid does and da 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 da. So I get this note on her little sheet, says she had a red was she was bad that day, and it was like, so I'm reading what she did. She told another kid she was going to kick their ass.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the teacher didn't write that. She just wrote kick there, and then she put 3 little dashes. And then the real kicker is, teacher asked her, where did you hear that? She's like, well, that's what my mom says to me. And yes, I was telling 3-year-old the girl that I was going to kick her ass like probably every other day whenever she was fucking up doing something. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. I think when little kids, when it's almost like you want to know what this sounds like when they, Jim Laporta. There's a video out there, and I don't know if you've seen this video, but it's Jim Laporta sitting in his car, and he puts his little guy in the car seat, and then you hear the kid going, fuck, 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 fuck. I don't know if you've seen that video, but that's Jim Laporta. That's our Newsweek friend. He comes on WTF Nation Radio once in a while to talk to us about some of the stories and all that. So he said he just sat there and the kid was going, fuck, 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 fuck. I was like, I'm gonna have to, we're gonna find it, Jim. I know you listen to us. I'm gonna find it, and we're gonna put it on. We're gonna share it.
Oh, God,
we're gonna share it on our page, and it is freaking classic. And you can see Jim's face. He's like, "Oh God, oh." That's what I felt like when my little guy goes, "I have to shit." It's so cool. Yeah, so join us. So today's Sergeant's Time. Tomorrow, is Cos in it? He's traveling right now, right?
Yeah, Cos off.
Yeah. So he's off right now. So he's traveling. So not gonna be Friday night, Freedom for tomorrow. Of course, Saturday's a day off. Sunday is Al and wait, is he Al? Is Cos gonna be back in time for the Al show? For Kicking with Cos?
I don't think so.
Okay, I think I know because he's on the road. I know he's been showing us pictures of the beautiful American countryside.
Right.
And then Monday is Ice and Flash. He's still on freaking Secret Squirrel assignment, and I'm really starting to freaking think about the Jose shit, because every time there's some big Jose stuff about ready to drop, Flash isn't around, and then Flash comes back after Jose has gone away. You noticed that? You noticed that?
I have.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I'm gonna follow the tamale trail.
Yeah, I gotta follow. You gotta follow the tamale trail. If you see white buckets on the side of the road, did you know? Flash, what are you doing with that corn husk in your pocket? Oh no, I'm good. No, for real. It's just like, yeah, okay. So anyway, so Tuesdays off, Wednesdays off, and then back to Thursday. Sergeant's Time. Share, like, and follow all of our groups and pages and stuff like that. We're on Twitter, YouTube, Mixer. Facebook is fucking up. I don't know, Ari. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's because it's Facebook. Facebook sounds like we're getting waterboarded. I don't know why, Ari, we sound like this, but we sound like this. We sound pretty freaking... But
it'll be fine on the podcast, I'm sure.
It'll be good to go. Matter of fact, I'm going to load the podcast as soon as the show's over. And then, of course, broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence. This is Sergeant's Time. Thank you all for hanging out with us. And then, shouts. Night.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Is that actually a picture of the Antichrist crying? I like it. It's tasty.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.